I will demonstrate just how easy it is to create a light and sound session using the Mind Reaper templates. So to open the template, find where you have downloaded it, unzip the file, and then open up the file of the template that you like. Double-click on the Quick Start Automation template, and that opens up the template. So here we have a complete session already laid out for you. We have a reference track which controls the color lights in SpectraStrobe, a music track, an entrainment track. We have the color tracks for SpectraStrobe and the tones. If you are using AudioStrobe, you would delete the reference track and the red track and the blue track. So simply highlight those tracks, click the delete key, and now you have it set up for AudioStrobe. So let's do this demonstration with the SpectraStrobe. So we'll add that back in. The template comes with music already installed. If you want to change the music, simply click on the item and press the delete key. Then find where you have your music stored. Find your music file and drag it in. Now you need to extend your reference track all the way to the end of your session. If you do not have the reference track, it drops into AudioStrobe. Next thing you want to do is to set your entrainment path. Most sessions start in a beta state. The beta is when you're awake and alert. So you simply click and drag this control point up to beta, whatever frequency you want. So let's go down to 10 Hertz in 5 minutes. So hold your cursor over the 5-minute mark, press the Shift key and click, and that installs a control point. Now you can drag that point to your target frequency. Let's make it 10 Hertz. You can hold the Shift key down to fine tune it because it goes kind of quick. Or you can right click and select point value. And here you can set exactly what position and what frequency of your control point. So now most sessions end with a upward ramp if you're going down to return the listener to an alert state. So to do that, you hold your cursor over where you want your ramp to begin. Hold the Shift key down and click. And then put another control point the same way. Hold your cursor over the line. Hold down the Shift key and click. And then drag that point all the way up into beta. So now you have your entrainment path already set. So let's set our colors. SpectraStrobe and AudioStrobe are ultrasonic tones that are used to control the lights. So that is accomplished with a tone generator, and I have the tone generators set to the exact frequencies that you need, so you don't need to mess with that. Simply unmute the file, and that will bring it back on. I also have the tones track muted, as these tone generators are on all the time. So now you'd want to install a beginning ramp, and I have done that for you already in the template. So here we have 2 control points, and they ramp up in volume. Now, set your tones, unmute the track, and click the tone generator button here. And that opens up the tone generator controls. So here you set your frequency of your tones. It's set at 180. Let's make it 174 solfeggio frequency. So now clicking play, you will get a ramp in of your tones and music. Adjust your volume by using the slide buttons on your music. And to control your lights, you would drop another control point along this timeline. So hold the shift key down, drop a point. Let's say you want all blue. So let's bring the red down. Hold the shift key down and click, and bring the green key down. And now you have all blue. So by adjusting the volumes, you simply add in control points by holding the shift key down and dragging that point up, or you could right click, set point value, and put an exact figure in. Now you need to put in a fade out at the end of your session. So to do that, scroll to the end of your session and zoom way in. Now is a good time to make sure that your tracks are all aligned. And put a control point at the end of your session for red, green, blue, and tones, and another control point where you'd like your fade to begin. And drag your last node all the way down so that it's off. Some of you that have owned Mind Workstation are familiar with working with control points like that. A Mind Workstation, they call them nodes. Everybody else calls them control points. And now you can adjust your fade out. Those look pretty good, aligned. And then check your fade out. Okay, that sounds pretty good, but you notice that the music ended kind of abruptly. To fade the music out, put your pointer right at the upper right-hand corner of the music track. You'll get the fade icon. Click and drag your fade out. And let's set that to match the lights. So we will take a look at that and see how that sounds and looks. Much better. Okay, now you are all done with your session, and the only thing left to do is to export it and put it on your light and sound device. So exporting in Reaper is called rendering. To do that, you just click the Render Project button here in the toolbar, and you get the render pop-up. And next you need to add a name. Let's make this demo. And where you want it to render to. So let's click the browse button, and we'll put it in the YouTube video file. Next you need to choose what format you like. The casino will only accept MP3 and WAV, but you can export in any of these formats. I'm going to use FLAC because it's fast. But just remember, only MP3 and WAV will go to the casino. Click the render button, and you'll get the render pop-up, and it shows you the timeline where it's rendering. If this was WAV or MP3, it would be much slower. Okay, now you can click the Open Folder button, and that will open up where you rendered your file to. I already put a demo MP3 to show you how to put it in the casino. To put it in the casino, you should have your casino already hooked up by USB. Simply open that up in a new window. And take your MP3 or WAV file and just drag it in. You'll get your pop-up showing you that it is uploading into the casino. Takes a few minutes. And there you have it. It's uploaded to your casino. Ready to play whenever you like.